to ACI, the Network Made Simple learning series. In this video, we will cover
Module 2, Configuring Physical Connectivity, Chapter 2, Connecting Single NIC bare metal servers. In the previous chapter, we learned that in ACI, we need to configure two types of networks. We use logical networks to define how we want to communicate different endpoints using VXLAN across the fabric, and physical networks to define what we want to connect on any given leaf board. We also learned that first, we need to configure the physical network by asking ourselves a set of simple questions that will allow us to connect pretty much anything to ACI. If you need to review those questions, please take a look at the previous chapter, since we will be using them extensively. In today's chapter, we will configure the physical network for single NIC bare metal servers. In our case, we are running a server with Windows 2016 attached to an ACI leaf. In the next chapter, we will also cover how to perform a bare metal server connection with Bertel port channel, so stay tuned. If we remember, the very first question is, what do I want to connect to ACI? The answer is simple. I want to connect a Windows bare metal server. Therefore, I will need to create a physical domain. The next question would be, do I need VLANs or vSANs for this connection? And the answer is yes. I need at least one access VLAN for it. I will use VLAN 50 in this case. We will now need to group the domains we created in step 1 and the VLANs we will use in something we will call an AEP. In this case, we have one physical domain that will be assigned to the AEP we will create. We will assign this AEP to an interface in one of the next steps. Remember, we may have more than one domain attached to an AEP as covered in the previous chapter. The AEP will group the domain and its VLANs so that we can later assign it to a specific interface. Let's take a look at how we will configure these three things on APIC. Let's first click on Fabric, Access Policies, and then let's create our physical domain first. Go to the Physical and External Domain section. Maximize it and right-click on Physical Domain to create one. Let's add a name to it, in our case Windows VM. And then let's create on the same screen our VLAN pool for this AEP to use. Let's name the pool Windows VLAN and specify this is a static pool, since we want VLAN 50 specifically to be used. We will cover dynamic pools and their usage in upcoming chapters. Let's finally add our VLAN 50 as part of the pool and click Submit. Finally, we said that we need to create an AEP to glue it all together. So, in the same window, let's click on Create an AEP, add a name to it, and we're done. You can check and adjust your configurations if needed on the left menu. If we maximize the Physical and External Domains folder, you should see our Windows VM physical domain there. If you maximize the Pools folder, you will see our static VLAN pool, including VLAN 50. And finally, if you want to verify your AEP configuration, go to Policies, Global, and your AEP should be inside the AEP folder, as you can see now.
We have configured the first three steps. So, it is time to move on to the fourth question, which is, which interface do you want to configure and how? The answer is, we want to configure interface 131. So, we will configure an interface profile type access, since it is a single NIC. We will then choose interface 131 through an interface selector, and we will create and assign a policy group to it. This policy group will contain policies we will apply to that interface, such as CDP, BPDU guard, and of course, our AAEP from step 3. Let's go ahead and configure this on the APIC. We'll start from where we left off, in the Fabric and Access Policies menu. Let's click on Interfaces, then Leaf Interfaces, and right-click on Profiles to create a Leaf Interface profile. Add a name to it, and then click on the plus icon to add an interface selector. Add a name to it and type 131 on the interface ID. Then, we need to create a policy group from this window, so let's do so. This will be a Leaf Access Policy group as we said before, since it is a single NIC connection. Assign a name to it and then modify the values according to your needs. For example, this may be a 1 gig connection, or I may want CDP enabled. There are multiple policies you can apply to an interface, as you can see. If you want to create a policy with specific values, you may do so by going to the desired field and clicking on the Create Policy button as shown here. In this case, I am enabling BPDU guard. The last and very important step is to assign my AAEP from step 3 to this policy group, and we are done.
Just like with the previous configurations, you can always verify and adjust every element you just configured, if needed, by clicking on the corresponding item on the left menu. The last question now is, on which switch or switches do I want to apply this configuration? And in this case, it will be applied to leaf 121. Let's then create a switch profile by clicking on Switches, Leaf Switches, and then right-click on Profiles to create a new leaf profile. Add a name to the profile and selector and choose leaf 121. Now click Update and Next, and finally choose the interface profile you created on the previous step, and we're done. If you want to check the status of the interface, just go to Fabric, Inventory, and click on the leaf and interface you want to verify. We just did a configuration our single NIC server requires for the physical network. As you can see, the concepts are similar to the configuration we used to do on the CLI before. Keep in mind that you can reuse most of the objects we just created for other ports and switches, even using APIC CLI or via the API as well. You must be wondering by now, is there an easier way to do all this with less steps? And the answer is yes. Let me show you how to do the same configuration through one of the wizards I recommend you to use. After you create your physical domain, VLAN pool, and AEP as shown initially, just go to Fabric, Access Policies, and maximize Quick Start. Select Interfaces and Policies, and let's first verify that I have correctly deleted the configuration we had previously applied on interface E131 on leaf 121. Once we've verified that, let's click on the Tools icon and configure interface. A menu with multiple options will appear, so just select the switch and interface you want to configure, in our case, leaf 121, interface E31, and as you can see, the wizard will automatically populate the name of the objects for you. You can always adjust them as you may want. We will leave the interface type as individual, since this is pretty much an access port, and I will reuse the policy group we had previously created. You could create a new leaf policy group from here as well if you wanted to. Click Next, and the configuration for the port is done. We learned 2 ways to configure today's task. Hopefully, the long way allows you to understand the full logic and objects created in ACI, while the short one will allow you to be quicker through the wizard.
ACI provides you with a better, simpler, and secure network, any size, anywhere, and on any cloud. If you want to learn more about other common tasks and how ACI radically simplifies network provisioning and operations, please watch the rest of the videos in this series. Thanks for watching.